also like blue. So watch it in a second. If you don't see it blink at some moment, let me know because the battery died. I guess that's the indicator to let me know that we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mario's Kingdom. We have Kenny again.
Yay!
Yay. This time we are making some not body butter. We're making face cream. Making mermaid face cream. I forgot to turn on the chat. Hold on. Okay. There we go. My bad. Okay. So today we are making mermaid face cream with the kokum. How did it? Kokum. That's right. We had to look it up because I wanted to say it right. Kokum. Kokum butter. So this is really good for the pores. And I think, if I remember correctly, it was a good... no, the cornstarch is good exfoliant. And it's also going to help us not have some greasy feeling to the lotion or to the face cream. I'm going to say lotion this whole time. I mean face cream, okay? And let's So let's grab our gloves and adjust our camera. And you guys can see what we're going to do. And as you can see, we're live from here, but also we're going to have some stuff for later. A little surprise. Alright, so if you could measure me a cup, fourth a cup, use my half cup thing, and measure between half and a full of this, of beeswax. So I don't do a full, yeah. So just a little over half, so you don't have to be like 100% on the ball. And we're also going to get our water turned on. We have a lot less water turned on, Danny. I had too much water on last time, and it started, yeah. It was everywhere. Yes, it does. Perfect. So we have about that much in of our half a cup, and we're going to melt the beeswax first because it takes longer to melt, and we don't want the shea butter to get too hot. Actually, I think so, since we're not using the African shea butter, why don't we use more beeswax? Yeah, because there we go. Perfect, alright. And then set it on its, I'd say it's front, because there's a little hole right there. Alright, and then we're just gonna spread out our beeswax pellets, so that way we can get it to melt pretty fast. I have it on like a medium high right now. I will turn it down so that way it doesn't need to be roaring all the time. Once we get a good meltage with the beeswax, we're pretty hot, so everything else melts pretty fast. We're going to do a cup of this. This is hard, so you may need to use the spoon in here. Let me get... So we're just going to give this a little stir, and I got a little dollar store spatula to kind of have an extra thing to stir. I know. And the shea butter's like that too. Yeah. The beeswax would be even harder. Beeswax is harder, so that's why I get the pellets. I got these glasses. I can't see. That's alright. It doesn't matter if you break too much of it up anyways. You can also use this for conditioner. You can use it for hair growth. You can use, oh gosh, there were so many things. Yeah, I mean, I would like to try to get maybe 2 more products out of this, um, before I have to buy more. But we'll see because this I think we're really going to like on our face, especially since it's supposed to help clear pores. You know what? No, that's all. Keep that whole chunk that you have right there. Yeah, let's put that in here too. Yeah. All right. So we got. I would say, if it was all melted down, it would be a little over a cup, maybe a cup and then an eighth of a cup. Oh wait, I don't want to put that in yet. Whoop! I always do that. I always do that. My bad. My bad, my bad. I did that. Well, yesterday I remembered not to melt the shea butter. I had it all in here before the beeswax, and I'm happy I remembered before I put the beeswax in there, because it would have been a little messy. It just takes longer for that to melt, so this would, kind of like burn in a sense if you have that going too long. Yeah. Whew. Alright, so it got most of it out. We're gonna put the heat up a little bit so we can get it to melt a little bit faster. Yeah, let's get going. Come on. Alrighty, let's get going on this mermaid face cream. Oh, I think, yeah, I hear it bubbling now. Okay. Oh, you can kind of see it starting to melt a little bit. And remember, once you have a lot melted, you can kind of take it off of the burner and let the rest of the pellets melt. You just don't need it to be more hot than what it needs to be. And then it's gonna get cooler faster too. Right. Okay, so next, while we're waiting, in the cup. Oh wait, no, we're using the cup right now, actually. Let me get this liquid measuring cup. And we're using gloves, so that way we don't get the whole kitchen oily, ourselves oily. And also so that way we're just as clean as possible. Okay, in here, a total of a cup of those 3 oils. No, don't do that! Yeah. Alright, we're gonna turn that down because we don't like that. Yeah, it's gonna be a good amount. So I guess a third of each. Actually, wait a second. How many ounces is that? Oh wait. Oh yeah, that's perfect.
2.
Okay, so do a fourth of each. So 3/4 of a cup, and remind me to write that down too. So we're going to do a fourth a cup of grapeseed oil, a fourth a cup of avocado oil, and a fourth a cup of almond oil. Perfect. Ooh, look at all that oil. Look at that oil. Look at that healthy oil. Man, I got really excited about that oil.
You sure did.
Wow.
Oil.
Oh, look at that oil. Alright. Ooh, that dog did not like that. Okay, well, while we're waiting, put, a spoon. Okay. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. You're going to do a tablespoon-ish of the zinc, and actually all 3 of those. The zinc, the soy lecithin. I don't know if I'm even bothering saying that correctly. Alright, let's that in there. Yeah, that's perfect actually, because there's no true measurement to this. All of this is kind of just like follow your heart with what you put in there. Measure with your heart. Alright, we're getting the butter and the beeswax to melt together before we really add anything else. And then we'll add the oils, the grapeseed, the almond, the avocado. Actually, let me get this up here a little bit because Alright. And then a good amount of the beeswax has melted. And now not the shea butter, the calcum. Am I saying that correctly? Kokum. I will get it right one of these days. I really hope so. Well, I think you're correct because that's how I looked up. I think I looked up the pronunciation correctly. All right. So, and you don't have to worry about that being perfect because we're gonna strain it anyways. Yeah, thank you. Shift it. I have a head on it. But it's plastic. It'll make you look crazy. Yeah, so we're just waiting for this to melt. Okay, so that's measured out, and honestly, that's all that we can measure out right now. So if you want to throw the little measuring things into the sink. And honestly, did you already put the spoon in the sink? Give me a little bit more cocoon butter, like just break me off just a tad. Like this much right there. Mainly because we're not using the African shea butter, and I do want a little bit of an amount of the face cream. I know I'm not going to be using a lot of the face cream, but Danny's going to use the face cream, and her family's going to use the face cream. And I might give a couple free samples to some people. So, we want a little bit. Thank you. And then just that can go in there. I can't really close that very well, or it was because there was too much in there. I wish you would, like, stop. Stop! In the name of love, before you break my heart. Did you know I was gonna sing that? No. Alright, and then there is... Where is it? Do you mind putting the beeswax in there? Alright, we are melting! Oh, it gets warm over this. This sure does. Where did that southern come out? Howdy, y'all. Okay. I know, that was horrible. Alright, so we can put these other oils away as well. That can honestly just sit in there nicely. Along with the turmeric. Looks like I message. Okay. It is, which I think it's pretty safe to say. We can take this off and move. Actually, you know what? We'll move on this side of the camera. Just stand right there. You're fine. What did you say? Yeah. Yeah, that was a good idea. Oh, and look at that. It's all melted by the time we got back. There we go. And we are finished with this. So let me pour this down the... Ooh! It's okay that we're letting it cool a little bit. It doesn't need to directly get the oils. It doesn't need to cool for that one either. So if you don't mind, here is the spatula. And here, if you don't mind pouring in the oil for us. And we've got gloves right here for right now. And also... just keep stirring that in. Looks good, looks good. Ooh, camera's got a nice angle too. Okay. Now, if you don't mind stirring while I do this. Yep. So watch how it becomes like a clear liquid. Now the zinc, last time when I added it in, it thickened to a point where it just wasn't clear anymore. So put that in there. So right now we have the mixture of the turmeric, zinc, and the soy lecithin. So that way we have some bonding. We have some anti-inflammatory properties. A lot of anti-inflammatory properties, actually. And that's why we use this, because we don't want all these little pebbles of hard powder into there, because that's just going to make it harder to actually make sure everything has as much shared between it, so you have a nice consistent product and you don't have a big old clump in the middle of the jar and it's just like
dry clump of shit.
Right, that'd just be gross. But you see how it like thickened to a thick color? That looks really nice, guys. Zinc likes to settle at the bottom. So what I did last time is I transferred this into the silver bowl, and whatever was left in this bowl, put in this, and made like a gravy. Because it was just so... I don't know what zinc does, but it's kind of like super grainy and coarse, so it doesn't soak up completely. Like, you'll see it in a second, and you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I may not be explaining it correctly. So, if there is a little bit of juice left, if I drink some liquid, after I pour it, I'm gonna leave just enough in, so that way the zinc has something to mix with, because I don't want to pour all that zinc powder in there. Alright, so with that, could you just give that a really good mix? It'll start to turn white. Or like that so Cam could see. Yeah. So now the zinc is mixing with the bottom of it, and I really don't know a roundabout way to do this. I actually, you know what? I should mix the zinc in. I don't know. I guess I'll have to do some research and try to figure out the best way to do that. But for now, I don't mind this way because I get to make sure that the rest of the zinc is used for the most part. Like, it looks like better, right? Most of it's good.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So, is the bowl too hot for you to touch?
A little hot.
Okay. Do you mind scooping? Alright, so we didn't quite get... I don't remember what I did last night to get the rest of that zinc in there. I give it really good. Because it looks like there's no zinc. Zinc. Alright, yeah. Alright, and we're gonna actually wipe that clean after because to make 3 different colors today, it will be easier to use it that way. Alright, so now that we have it transferred in there, we're gonna let it cool-ish and freeze. Oh, okay, so honestly, if you could keep stirring it, we're just gonna keep stirring it for a moment. So we're in a coolish bowl. Oh, you know what would have been a really good idea? If I put the bowl in the freezer this whole time, and then did this. Oh, and I forgot the cornstarch. I forgot to write that down in my directions, that's why. I tried to be so prepared, and I still forgot. Actually, you know what, since we're at this point, yeah, we'll do this when we're at the mixer stage, then. And it doesn't really matter to add the cornstarch. I was, watching a couple different videos. People added it at different times, and they said they didn't really feel a difference of what it did. I saw some people add more when they thought they were done because the product still felt greasy, so it seems like it doesn't really matter when you add it in. It's just if you add it, it'll be less greasy afterwards. And the body butter from last night really wasn't that greasy, but I feel like it does. Yeah, the beeswax helps it dry faster. The body butter from last night was not that greasy, but I feel like if it had just a tad bit of cornstarch, it wouldn't be greasy. Period. Let me open that though. Oh no! Woo! Man, I should have just used the scissors like I was thinking. So when I am done, we will put that in the freezer for like literally 2 minutes. Ooh! And then we'll go on to the next step. What's wrong? Oh, because it's not hot. It is. It's because of the butter. Yep, you can put it in the freezer. We'll put it in the freezer for literally 2 to 3 minutes, if that. And there's a spot on the top shelf to put that on. Yeah, that's also the other reason. Yeah, freezer. On the yes, on top of the sausages. I know. Oh god. Me too. Oh, that's a cute picture. Okay. Alright, so if you want to take off those gloves, and we'll switch gloves. Alright, so let me bring this back up because this is the camera that matters for now. Ooh, I am so weird. I am sorry, guys. Hey, Danny. Ooh, alright, it's a little hot. Alright, let me wipe out this bowl, but it was hot, so hold on. Action. You don't. You for me? Huh? Yeah. Yes, please. Alright. Cornstarch, put away. There's that. I am so thirsty. And while we're waiting, I'm gonna light my Carlac candle. I freaking love this candle. Boulder's Gate, One Horn. So I found Ashbourne.
Yeah.
They make Boulder's Gate candles, and yeah, it's smoke, spice, and vanilla. Which this is what's inspired me to make the lotion.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this candle smells so good. Right. I have nothing but good things to say about that candle. Like, it inspired me, it smells good. Right. And it's a 35-hour long candle.
Wow.
So it's not just
Where'd you get it?
a couple hours. TikTok. Yeah, so. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be small business. Let's see. And I'll post their TikTok or a link to them later.
Oh, yeah, now you got it.
Yeah. I mean, I've copied them in a couple things that I've made for them. Well, not made for them, made for myself. Yeah. So I was like, wow. Ashbourne Candle Company. Let me turn the volume all the way off and go to their page. So, like, the Archdruid, yeah. So that is Halcyon. And I don't, what does that smell like? Iris root, forest air, dried herbs. I can't, green leaves. Oh, I bet that one smells good.
That's what that is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that one, like, smells so good to me.
That smells like a cologne.
Have you watched Dakota play? Or have you played yet?
No.
No? Okay. But here's my candle.
Maybe next time we could play or something.
Yeah. Oh, let me like it too. And favorite it. Okay. Back to you guys. Back to... Okay. So, wipe this off as well. Oh, it came off. Oh, could you actually take that out of the freezer? It should be... It is cool enough. And... Oh, I forgot to get the mixer actually ready. So while we're waiting for the mixer to be ready, do you mind using that side? And we're going to move all of this for a moment. Then all of this. Well, I still post stuff on YouTube. I know. I really hope they don't get rid of it. I don't think they will end up getting rid of it, but you never really know. But did I see something about the company trying to sue back because it like infringed on their rights? You know,
So now we don't have TikTok.
my information gets stolen more by people in the U.S. than it does by anybody else.
For real.
So when you're telling me not to trust somebody, but you're the one that's, you know, right. Okay, so did I do this?
Oh my god. Want to hear a story? So I was talking about like aliens and shit, so you know how like aliens are from the government.
Yeah.
Alright, anyways. Back before that happened, like a couple months before that, like maybe 8 months or something like that. So anyways, before that happened, we were talking about aliens and shit, and I'm like, bro, yeah, I totally believe in aliens. I'm like, bro, I've seen like a UFO before, basically. And the guy's like, oh really? I was like, yeah, like, he was driving down the road and like something was there, and then like it zipped right out of the. Anyways, I'm gonna small picture of it. Anyways, and I was like, yeah, totally, I believe it in aliens. And he's like, well, the government says there's not, and I'm like, okay. He's like, why would the government lie to us? I'm like,
Why would
okay,
they not?
sure, yeah, okay.
My bad. Alright, I'm gonna put this
He was
on
like
here.
19, but when I'm like, so like, I didn't think that the government was like.
It's bad.
Like, no, I did. Like, I was just saying, I didn't think highly of the government. Because I knew that the government lies, because I'm not naive.
Well, there's no one there to really care about telling us the truth anyway.
But I'm like, I can trust you.
When have they actually put our business into account? Alright. Now we got cleaned up a good amount. And this can be. Alright, we're supposed to add something right now before. Alright, so we let it cool a good amount, and freeze, and Danny stirred it up a good amount, so now we're going to add our health oils, which include, you want to stand right there and add these in? Which includes, and you can put it in the camera, it takes a second to focus. Oh, I guess not, you did it perfectly. Danny, yep. Oh, let's put on our gloves, I forgot our gloves.
My hands! Remember?
My eyebrow! Are you shocked that I remembered exactly what?
I always think of that.
I to this day, whenever I'm like, I gotta do my eyebrows, my eyebrow!
Bro, so, you guys don't know, but me and Kyle were sitting waiting for our bus, because Kyle was with me for a while. And we were sitting there waiting for our bus, and Kyle was by the window looking out for it. And Kyle looks at me and goes, my eyebrow! Talking about his unibrow.
Yeah, because I had a pretty decent unibrow, and, you know, you gotta pluck that crap. Hey, alright. So a couple drops, like it takes a second to kind of actually get in there, so too much isn't gonna hurt, but I just do like count to 3. Alright, and we're doing vitamin E for just overall health benefits. Vitamin E is just good overall. It's kind of like lavender of essential oils. Alright, and then next we're going to do, ouch, 6 pumps of the cellulite soothing oil. And mainly because that is grapeseed, eucalyptus, lemon, and grapefruit oils. So those are all carrier oils, so that's good. And then some rose hemp oil. We are going to do. Excuse me. I just kind of keep the thing in there and skirt it up into however much that is. Actually, you know what? Why don't you do 2 of that? Do the whole thing of that. Yeah. And do another one. Yeah. So I'm gonna say there you go, because it kind of does half. It doesn't really fill up all the way. So we did a whole, what do you call it? Dropper? of the rose hemp and do the same thing to the black seed oil. So cool thing I learned about the black seed oil, which I think I learned maybe from Kendra, I think. She said that the turmeric is activated with black seed oil, or well, black seeds. So that's going to give whatever turmeric does, which is anti-inflation. Yeah, anti-inflammatory. I always have trouble with that word. So it kind of just enhances everything. And before I forget, we're also going to do a scoop. No, we're going to do that after this mixes up a good amount. We're going to do the smells after because it's got to cool a little bit more. Alright, and then we're going to do... Oh, I almost directly put this in. Where did I... Oh, crap, it's right there. I have a clean one, actually. So this is not really a scent.
Oh.
This is good for... I wrote it down. It's like on top of one of the pages, but anti-inflation. I can't see that ever. Yeah. Alright, so got my sifter. We put in some cornstarch. There we go. Alright. Oh, there's red in there. Can you wipe the inside of that out, please? Oh, cornstarch just gets everywhere. Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, well, now at least I understand why they use it, because it gets rid of all the grease. No water in it. Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened there? Okay. Probably like a little, I guess, I know. I mean, I put it through the dishwasher. That's good. Okay. It didn't. I don't know. I don't know. No. Alright. So, that is now ready. And, Danny, would you like to do the honors? First, you use this to lift it up. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Locked in place. Oh, you turn it off. Yeah. It will rip your hand off pretty much. It is not forgiving. Anna, I'm hot. Why you talk to me like I'm a child? I'm not a baby. Alright, what was I about to do? Oh, I was putting stuff away. Alright, so that's next. We use this, we use this. That can go away. Alright, oh, paper towel. Alright, in a couple spins, we're gonna put that back in the freezer for a couple moments. And then we're gonna just keep going back and forth, but every time we go back and forth, we're going to add something. So the next time we add will be the raspberry seed oil, and the copaiba oil, COPAIBA. That is going to... Yeah, please don't. It helps soothe arthritis symptoms, and it's similar to CBD. Alright, also, I need to write down to freeze mixing bowl before starting. And we used, I would say like a cup and a half of the butter. You used a little bit more than the cup. And then I asked you for a scoop more, or no, like a cup and an eighth, or a cup and a fourth.
Yeah,
A cup and a fourth. Okay. And for beeswax, I would say you did at least a half a cup.
Yeah, we did a half a cup. Because I just pretty much did exactly how much I did the first time.
Okay. And then the oils, we did a fourth a cup each. Alright, that was a tablespoon-ish of those.
I think I may have added a little bit more for this.
Okay, that's fine. Figure out.
You didn't give me a tablespoon. You gave me a tablespoon.
Oh yeah, I gave you like a spoon.
Yeah.
But that's what I wanted to do. Like pretty much that. Figure out how to mix in. Yeah, we can calm down in the mixing now and put the bowl back in the freezer. Oh, it's a. Oh, yeah, that's. Oh, wait, hold on. I got something. Oh, it's Star Wars. Yeah, it kind of like fits perfectly in there. In the freezer. In the freezer. In the freezer. When I say freezer, you say fridge. Freezer. Freezer. Okay. I have my. Alright, so you know what? We're gonna let that sit for a couple minutes. So if you want to take off your gloves, or if you have a problem taking them on and off, you can just keep them on. I don't really care. Yeah, I'd rather take them off too. Okay, so. 25 to 30 minutes. Alright, we mixed in all of our oils.
I'm guessing before I figured out the reading.
Well, thank God he did.
Thank God, because I literally had to tell him to do it, and then he was like, I couldn't find it. So I had it before. And guess who found it? Within like 3 seconds. Because I typed in the exact question, and I got the exact answer. That's it.
Weird.
Also, it said it on the text. Right now.
I don't know how to say this, but I like that it has the word bell. Or belly. Bella?
I do.
Okay, so after it comes out of the freezer, we're going to do these three. Then we're going to mix it, put it back in the freezer, and then we're going to do that a couple of times until we get to the consistency and the lightest color possible. Because if we do it too soon and keep cooking it, the colors that we put in will fade. So we gotta make it as light and wet as possible before we add it. And that's there right now, so we can put this in if we can, because I know you're probably tired. Oh, look at your feet. I can move the camera, hold on. Oh, I need a paper towel. I'm not paying you for that. Oh. You're right. Like, Kyle, you suddenly have 600,000 views. What are you doing? Danny's feet. Oh. Yeah, well, I would have to have you in more videos.
The camera just happens to be pointed down at the feet.
Always. No, you know what? I'll have, so, ooh,
There's lotion at the top of the video. but like 90% of it is
I can hook up another camera on the iPad that is just on the feet. Oh, I wish there was a fan in here. Whew. And not this, because this would be too loud. Alright, so we are done sifting everything. What did you say? I don't need that spoon anymore, I'm pretty sure. I don't need these anymore. Stop trying to rush my weekend.
I saw your weekend here, okay?
Yeah, true. There is one bowl. There is two bowls. Down there, something like grape juice. The lady, actually, when they're walking through the hall and scaring Lydia. Exactly. Exactly. Let me try to wipe off that powder too, because that cornstarch got everywhere. Like, wow. Did you notice if all of these were open or not? These colors? Oh, okay, you made sure they're all open? Cool. That's one less thing to open. They are so pretty.
Like, it's the outside did not do that. So that was down. Ooh, this is pretty.
They're the ones that use epoxy. Yeah. Okay, so there's that, and that.
Chinese bar.
Yes, that was a Chinese group. Turn off. That's next. I gotta figure out. Well, once I get like sing a song. Exactly. Ooh, it is hot. Let's see what's going on.
We could keep it cute. What do you think? Look at you go,
There's one more.
Fucking turkey cobblestone. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's my total so far.
Nice.
I know. Yeah, I gotta get more people to get onto the YouTube channel, no? Thank you. Alright. A couple more moments in the freezer, then we'll do our next step. Besides, Alright, okay, let's get going. Alright, so if you want to take that out of the freezer, we'll get to the next step. We'll get moving along. Get that moved up and over there. So normally I have to give it a slight mix before I add the next step.
Do you have it?
No. I know I have to like.
Oh, I see. There we go.
No. Oh, let's put on our gloves. No bomb. Oop, I lost the glove. It's gone. No, so you wanna put it on like 2 to 4 and just give it a little bit of something, and then.
Give me some.
All right, now you can turn it off and add these. So we're going to, what do you got? I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but we're Cabia. We're gonna use the Cabia, the stuff that's identical to CBD.
How much do you want me to drop in?
10 to 15 drops.
A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, a 8, a 9, a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Perfect. And then we're going to do the raspberry seed oil and do. Now that one is actually with no dropper in it. So imagine you doing 15 drops, or you know what? You can kind of just put some in there and put it in. I know it's kind of hard to see. There is no science. We're just following our hearts. And then, yeah, and I'm not sure how to pronounce what this is, but I will put I'll get a picture of this in here somehow later.
It smells so good.
Oh, it smells really good. Yeah, put it in the camera. So what order is this? What did you say? Oh, if you hold it still for a second after you get it there, it will focus. Oh, and then, here. And then put your hand behind it. It will focus after a second. Yeah, I had to figure that out. Alright, something like what a mermaid would smell like? Okay, now we're gonna start to mix this until we pretty much almost are like her. Oh, we're gonna put that all the way up too. You got your feet out of it. $20, $30 minutes between a couple more times in the freezer, and then just packaging. I know. I'm sorry. I know it is. As soon as you move, you're like, I got a great spot right next to you. We're moving like halfway across the world. Yeah, I know. I just can't believe this was the only like decent area. So why is it yellow? I forgot it totally turned yellow. When did it turn yellow? Oh, the tumor. Oh, the soy lectin? They'll kind of change the color of these. Okay. That's true. This may look okay. This will probably look more green. This will probably just look more orange. What does purple and yellow make? Brown? Oh. Yeah. Dang, I can't believe I just realized it was yellow. It's been yellow for like 20, 30 minutes, yeah. Okay. That's gonna take a little bit. Because that's not even close to being completely whipped yet. I might just put this in the freezer for a minute. And by a minute, maybe like 5 minutes. Yeah, we need to be trying to rush the process. Last night was almost 3 hours. Huh? Oh yeah, I know. I wonder next time if I don't use the soy lectin but still use the turmeric. Oh, you know what? I'm not looking at anything. It says there's two. Yeah, I know. I know. They're watching the weirdos. And typically a couple people will watch when I start like editing my video.
Yeah.
Because it'll like stop popping up and people be like, oh, there's something going on. And 2 years.
Wow.
Oh yeah, they're over here. Hi guys.
We've done so much.
Oh no, you know what? It'd be just as I was thinking about putting ice in the bowl. That's pretty much the same.
Right, that's the equivalent of that.
I wonder if I put ice under there while it's mixing to keep it cold while it's going.
I mean, you could try it. There's no harm in trying, I guess. Huh?
Right? Because I mean, like if it stays
I don't know
cold.
if you'll be able to put that underneath it though. Because it's like here probably. Just it'll be okay. Just need to be patient for a little bit.
Yeah. Calm down, Kyle. Calm down. You want to try those nose pore strips? It only takes a couple minutes.
Yeah, I think I love it.
And I haven't done that in a while.
Then let's look at it.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so, surprise! We are going to do nose pore strips while we're waiting. So that way we can give you a little something while we're doing nothing. I know. I'm bored. That's the main reason. I'm bored.
Right, I'm bored. I need something to do.
Okay. I'll let you go first. Now they.
TikTok gossip.
Now I saw somebody heat this up, and hold on. One day you'll never see. I don't care. All right. So I saw somebody say you're supposed to warm it up, but I don't really care to warm it up, and it worked equally as fine last time. It got a lot out, so I don't really care. But how are your hands? Oh yeah, our hands are clean. So it first looks weird, but just go ahead and rub it on your nose. I'll let you do that. Just do it as best you can. Yeah, it surprised me at first too, actually. Yep, just kind of spread it on your nose. And then use the paper to yeah, I would go a little bit higher if you. I mean, I do because my glasses sit there. And then I was able to get a nice full one right here, but I think it might be a better idea to actually rip it. They're like long enough to cover a good amount of space, but they don't cover everything you want. Or at least I don't, because I got a big nose. Just put the paper on however it's easier for you to put on. I was gonna do that anyway, so shut the hell up.
So shut up.
Yeah, and surprisingly, that's probably like 2 or 3 pieces. You don't realize it until you actually like put it on your nose and you take your finger away, and it's like still stuck. Oh, and then I use this end to like pat my nose with the paper, so that way it would like kind of stay. Oh, I never thought about that. Oh, that's because of this. I'm not gonna do that. This helps me get in my creases and not actually touch it. Oh. Well, not just touch it, but like every time you touch it, the paper wants to move away. Maybe that's why you're supposed to warm it up, but I don't know how many times it would be okay to warm this up. And it's not like it really came with directions. That's exactly what I said. Oh, and you, it was 15 minutes, and then you rip it off. So it is 8:48. So when I finish mine, we will take the lotion out of the freezer, and then we'll do some mixing, and then we'll mix that until it's time to rip these off, because by then it should. What's gonna bother you? No, I didn't set a timer. Oh, it smells like white out.
So last night I was like, hey Google, play all the sounds, right? Oh no, it was Alexa. Let's do Alexa now. And it just was like, hey Alexa, play ring sounds. And it was like, it interrupted me and I didn't start playing it and it started talking. And I was like, oh my god, just shut the fuck up. And it was asking if we wanted to set a routine at 9:30 to just start playing ring sounds every night. And Nicole was like, yes. And I was like, you know what? I'm sorry, Alexa.
That's actually very convenient. But you know what? Normally she's like, would you like to set up for the premium trial? Da 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 da. Like, no. I do not want to set up for a premium trial. I can't even afford the Netflix trial anymore. Subscription, whatever you call it. Honestly, do I even want it at this point? I ripped the paper.
You should have started lower and then moved upward with extra.
It's like paper mache.
I am paper saying my nose. I'm a pinata.
I am Pinata Boy. This is literally what I did last time.
What's my child perspective? He's just like, and
There we go. Oh, motherhood. The rest will just go off. Alright, you set an alarm though?
yeah.
Okay. Let me put this away, and if you would like to, if you want to get the lotion out of the freezer. Yeah, it's kind of a hard push. You want me to get it? I don't know. That looks like the consistency that we really want, though. Perfect. And then 10. Perfect. I know. Yeah, it don't work like that. Oh, we're getting a little lighter. Alright, so we're gonna turn that down a little bit and then give it a stir around so that way some of the frozen can get mixed in there. That's perfect. And if that's not working well, you can use this. This has a harder, I don't know, it can stir better. Oh yeah, that's right. You got them from Grandma. Oh yeah, that's right. We forgot our gloves again. That's okay. Yay! It's getting to the consistency. What?
You can't do this. You know why? Because your paw though.
Oh, jeez. I don't remember that. No, I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, he's so funny. Next time I run across one, it's
Okay.
okay.
We like? Yeah, look at that. We're almost there. We're very close. Life is Disney for me. Dollar General? Oh, okay. I thought it did. Asshole. We're gonna fill these first. Do this to about here. Whatever's left over. Oh wow, this stuff looks so good. Yeah, I think definitely next time if I put the bowl in the freezer first, it will speed this process up a little bit. I mean, it doesn't need to be sped up, but like I wouldn't mind if it was a little bit. We'll do a couple more minutes of that, and then we'll put you back in the freezer. I'm sorry. Before that warms up too much. We're gonna put that back in the freezer, please. Yeah. I can't let it get too warm. I gotta remember to not let it get too warm, and that the mixing actually kind of warms it up too. Oh, you know what? I never even thought about that. So we're just gonna have to deal with that emptiness for a minute. Waiting. How much? Oh, about 5 minutes for me. Well, I don't have any more plans to do right now. That's fun. I was just kind of like showing off there. Yeah, but it's raw. I get this raw moment. It's, I would just like record and then restart, and then restart and be like, these videos aren't good enough. My eye is like slightly off right there. Get as cold as possible. Whether how whipped this is or not. did that happen? You want to peel it off? Yep, it's been 15 minutes. So we're going to peel them off. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I can almost never.
I wanted a full piece. Why would you do that to me?
Yeah, but it's up here. Wow. Alright, I'm going to scoop the sides of this again, give it a little bit more of a mix,
Yeah.
and then we're going to start doing the color. Yeah. Oh, wow, that felt good coming off, too. Now we're going to just get it so that way it's smooth and all the same texture. It's not going to go in the freezer anymore. Yes. No, I was going to get you this stuff. I don't know. We'll find out.
Stay tuned. You like my green?
Yeah.
Yeah, so things turns into things.
Mhm.
Things. This is the green that we use. I should add the purple to the pink and make it all kind of like a green dash.
No.
No?
No. Because I got an idea.
What's that?
I'm gonna whip it one last time to make it a little bit lighter. And then while each one gets whipped, you're gonna pour it into its container.
You just clean that up each time.
Oh, you're kind of right with that. So you know what? We'll just hand mix it real fast to give it kind of like a slight whip, I guess. Yep. Use the whisk that's over. Here, let me see. Alright, you want to prepare one of those cups? Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm done. Yeah.
Ooh, the bowl's a little slippery.
No.
So melty.
It is melted. Maybe it'd be better on the bottom.
Well, after it hardens, it will be better for the face. Let me find my scissors too. While you're doing that. I'm gonna do that, and you're gonna do this. I mean, you're gonna do this, and I'm gonna whisk the next one really fast. let's do like try to do 6 of those. Well, maybe do like 3 of those. No. Just like a little bit, or like how? What were you planning on doing? Like a full thing of each color, or were you gonna mix it a little bit? I'll have the other ones ready in a second. No, that's okay.
Okay, I don't think we should do it in the small one, but it is in this one.
Okay, that's fine. I know.
But those cups fit kind of good because I had enough, and also it was small. There's like a long size.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah, I think if you want to skip the back part and just like put it in a spoon so that way you don't waste any in the bag. Not bad.
Are we just doing it in these two things then?
For the most part, just do a little pinch in there and there. Just so that way they see the color. Oh, you're gonna need that? Okay, so that's good. What? It doesn't come out the way we were planning, huh?
But it's, you know, you learn.
I think with body butter, it might be easier because of the shea, African shea butter. Might give it that lightness that's able to pipe like that. That might be. So next time we'll try that. So weird. How we were expecting one color and we got completely different colors. We can put that completely separate if you don't really want to. Oh, you just added all that blue to that prettiness. Oh man. Isn't that something? Danny trying to be as nice as possible. She may not be a looker, but she's got a personality.
You're beautiful.
Alright, that's all that's gonna fit in there for right now. Maybe one day.
Look how these are.
But if you saw it from the bottom, it doesn't look that bad.
That bottom color, I should have done that all the way through. That was really pretty. As soon as I saw that it was gonna be like yellowy or orangish, I probably should have.
Change the color. That's alright. She's still a pretty girl. Right. That's cute. All right. All right, everybody. Woo. This is what we got. We got some pretty mermaid colors. Next time we'll work on sticking to a white base, because as soon as it turns yellow, that's when our color palette kind of changed a little bit. But that's okay. That's what these tests are for. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you, Danny. This was a lot of fun again, and we'll do this again. And thank you for watching Mario's Kingdom. See you next time.